You are lying in bed at 1 a.m. The lights are off. Nothing is wrong, but your mind is still running, replaying a 5-minute conversation from lunch, checking it from every angle, wondering if that one sentence you said came out wrong. If your brain does this a lot quietly night after night, this video is for you. Picture this. You're at a dinner with friends. Everyone is laughing about a TV show. You smile along, but part of you is somewhere else, wondering why people do the things they do, or thinking about a question nobody else in the room seems to care about. You're not trying to be different. You just are. And afterward, you go home wondering, why do I feel a little alone, even when I'm surrounded by people? If that sounds familiar, you are not broken, and you are not too much. Psychology has studied this for years, and it turns out, a sharp mind carries weight that most people never see. Not because it makes life harder on purpose, but because a busy mind processes more, feels more, and notices more all at once. Let's go through what that actually looks like, one piece at a time, so you can finally put a name to what you've been feeling. The first one is your mind almost never turns off. You walk out of a normal conversation and then spend the next hour picking it apart in your head. What did that look mean? Should I have said it differently? Most people finish a conversation and move on in seconds. You're still running the replay. There's a name for this in psychology, analysis paralysis. It means thinking so much about a decision or a moment that it becomes harder to move forward, not easier. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's just built to dig deeper than it needs to, even when digging deeper doesn't help. The second one is connection feels harder to find. You don't want to talk about the weather or what someone had for lunch. You want to talk about why people believe what they believe or what actually matters in life. But bring that up at a party, and you'll watch eyes glaze over fast. So you learn to hold back, to keep the real conversations for rare moments or for no one at all. And that's a strange kind of lonely, being in a room full of people and still feeling like nobody is really talking to you. The third one is you notice things other people miss completely. A shift in someone's tone, a pause that lasted half a second too long, a pattern in how a friend always changes the subject when a certain topic comes up. This kind of awareness can be useful, but it also means you catch dishonesty and tension that other people walk right past. Imagine watching a movie where you can already tell the twist is coming, scene after scene, conversation after conversation. That's what daily life can feel like. Exciting sometimes, exhausting a lot of the time. The fourth one is the constant pressure to get it right. Somewhere along the way, people decided you were the smart one. And now one mistake, one wrong answer, one bad day, and you can almost hear it. I thought you were smart. That pressure doesn't go away. It sits in the background of everything you do. Psychologists call the fear underneath it imposter syndrome, the nagging feeling that you don't actually deserve your success, and that one slip-up will expose you. It's exhausting to carry a reputation you never asked to defend. The fifth one is boredom hits you harder than it hits other people. A routine task, a repeated meeting, a conversation that goes in circles, these things drain you fast. Not because you're lazy. Your mind is built for complexity, and when there isn't enough of it, you start to check out, scroll your phone, or put things off, even things that matter to you. It's not a lack of discipline. It's a brain asking for more to chew on. The sixth one is you hold yourself to a standard almost nobody could reach. Good isn't good enough. It has to be right, and right often isn't enough either. Psychology calls this maladaptive perfectionism, when the belief that anything less than perfect equals failure starts running your life. It shows up as burnout, as never feeling proud of your own work, as redoing something 5 times because the first 4 weren't quite there. The standard keeps moving, and you never quite catch it. The seventh one is you question almost everything, including yourself. You don't take things at face value. Someone tells you that's just how it's done, and your brain immediately asks why. This kind of questioning is where new ideas and real growth come from. But it also means small talk about certainty and simple answers can feel hollow to you. And that gap can make you feel like you're standing slightly outside every conversation, watching instead of belonging. The eighth one is you carry weight that isn't even yours. You listen to a friend's problem, and somehow you walk away feeling their sadness in your own chest. Psychologists call this emotional contagion, catching someone else's emotions almost like catching a cold, without meaning to and often without noticing it's happening. Being able to understand people that deeply is rare, but it also means you're often tired for reasons you can't quite explain, because you've been quietly absorbing everyone else's day along with your own. If even 2 or 3 of these felt like someone was describing your own head, that's not a coincidence, and it's not a flaw. A mind that thinks in layers will always feel things in layers too. The goal was never to switch it off. It's to understand it, so it stops feeling like a weight and starts feeling like what it actually is. A rare kind of gift that just needs the right boundaries and the right people around it. If this hit close to home, tell me in the comments which one of these you felt the most. And if you know someone whose mind never seems to slow down, send them this video. They might finally feel understood. Subscribe for more videos like this one, because next time, we're going to look at the other side of this story. What happens when that same intelligence finally finds the right outlet?